all you savvy naturalistas, what is up and welcome back to my channel. But hold up, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you would like to keep up with me, make sure you're following me on all my social media sites, and make sure you thumbs up this video, and make sure you check out savvynaturalista.com for all your skincare needs, Miracle Glow Oil as well as Larimar Elixir. You can find both oils at savvynaturalista.com. And in this episode of Skincare Spotlight, we will be reviewing this lovely mask that I am so excited to talk about. It is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Mask, and is it worth your money, and should you buy it? And it's actually one of my favorite masks, and I'm actually shocked that I love it because the first 3 days that I've tried this mask, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I did not like the mask. But before we get into all that, I'm going to tell you, the mask is supposed to be a facial. So pretty much all the steps that you would get from an esthetician at a spa when you get a full facial for about $100 or $200, depending on what type of facial you get. This Glow Recipe Watermelon Mask does that at night while you sleep. It hydrates your skin. It has hyaluronic acid to actually give your firmer and younger looking skin as you sleep, as well as hydrate your skin. And many people know hyaluronic acid is very important in skincare, and it actually contains watermelon extract, which is interesting because watermelon is not one of those extracts that are really one of the fruit extracts that are really big out here, like coconut extract. So it's not really a mainstream extract, which is interesting that they would actually add it to the skincare product. Anyways, with that being said, this is a really great mask, but let's just get into the deets that I did it. So I actually had to try this mask for 3 weeks before I could actually get on camera and give you guys a review. And the reason why is because the first, I would say 3 to 5 days that I used this mask, I actually hated it so much, but I just kept wanting to like it. And I was actually about to throw it away, but I was on the phone with a friend. She was like, girl, you will love the mask. Just try it for another 3 days. And you know what? I loved it. So for the first 2 days that I tried this mask, I will let you guys know, I just did a simple routine. I just washed my face, I dried my skin, and I slathered the whole entire mask over my face. Now, y'all know I got a big head and a big neck, so I couldn't use little dime size amounts. I had to use quarter size amounts. So if you got a big neck and a big head, you're going to have to use quarter size amounts, no dime size amounts for y'all, okay? So I slathered it on my face and I let it dry. Now the first 2 days, what I noticed was happening to my skin. What I did notice is that it would just penetrate my skin. And normally when I use sleeping mask, I wake up with a beautiful silky film on my face. I did not feel that with this mask at all. It just felt like my skin was dry and just like very textured. It wasn't smooth. Normally when you put a sleeping mask on your face, I mean, for all y'all who use sleeping masks, you know that your skin, once you wake up, is supposed to feel hydrated and smooth. So after I washed my face off, I felt like it was going to be smooth and I was going to have a complete different texture in the first 2 or 3 days. I didn't notice that at all. Honestly, for the first week, I didn't notice it at all, and I was kind of upset. Then, not only did that happen the first 2 or 3 days, for the first week, let's just say the first week, I also noticed that when I would put the mask on, I got like this sort of peeling with it. I don't know if it was my skin peeling or the mask peeling, but literally once the mask would dry on my face and I was about to go to sleep, it would literally peel off in like little cakes of thin film from the mask. I don't know, it felt like dry. It wasn't dry. It's like, you know what a peel off mask feels like, that little peeling type of texture. That's what was coming off my face. So I was so mad. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I wasted all this money on this mask thinking that it was gonna work, and it wasn't working. I was really just about to throw the whole mask, throw the mask away, you guys. I was ready to just throw it away because I was just completely done. Okay, so my face is a little damp, and now I'm gonna put the cream on it. So normally I just take quarter size amounts because I have a big head and because they didn't give me a spatula, so I got to take quarter size amounts. So then about after the 7th day, I realized I really want to give this mask another try because I really enjoy sleeping masks at night. And this mask smells so good that I decided I have to give it another try. So that 2nd week, I put it on my face. And when I tell you I woke up, my face did a whole 360, you guys. Like, my skin looked lighter, not lighter, but the complexion was clear. I don't want to say lighter, but you know, my complexion was clearer. The texture of my skin was nice and smooth. And I will actually tell you, it reduced the appearance of my pores. Literally, you know how when you wake up and you got crust in your eyes and you all groggly? No, not for me early in the morning. I felt like a radiant Cinderella, or which one, Sleeping Beauty, just waking up with a beautiful face. This mask is really, really good. I couldn't believe it took about a week to 2 or 3 weeks for the mask to just work for me. So I think what happened was, because we've been having, I live in the desert, so you guys know that the humidity here at all times is below 37%, especially when we're not in monsoon season. So what I think happened for me is my skin was so dry, and you guys know I am heavy on moisturizing. I didn't realize my skin was so dry that it was literally penetrating, the mask was literally penetrating my skin to help my skin have more moisture and retain the moisture that I have been losing from the way the weather has been acting here in the desert. And that is what is so shocking and great about this mask, that it will actually penetrate your skin. And then what I also want to say with the film, or the type of texture that was coming off, many of you know, if you do use hyaluronic acid serums, your skin needs to be just a little bit sort of moist, and not completely dry. And what happened for me is, when I washed my face and I put the mask on, the third or fourth, I think it was the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, well, during the 1st week that I was actually using the mask, my skin would dry out so quickly because I live in the desert, that the winds were too bad, that the moisture was out of my skin. So once you put this mask on, if I could recommend it to you guys, let your skin be just a little moist so it could glide on even better. Because if your skin is completely dry, you will get that sort of cakey, or that sort of peeling of the mask and peeling of the texture. And that happens with hyaluronic acid. If you have pure hyaluronic acid serums, that happens a lot. So that's just normal. So that's what I learned that was happening for me. My skin was dried as a prune, and I didn't realize that. And because of the hyaluronic acid, my skin should have been a little moist as I was applying the mask on my face. Now let's talk about the price point. The price point for this mask is $45. I will say, actually, this kit was $45 for me, and it included a sleeping mask. I haven't used a sleeping mask yet because I have a daughter, and anything I put on my head, anything I put on my face, anything she's ripping off. So, you know, she gonna try to rip my wig off later. I mean, she gonna try to rip it off. That's all I'm trying to say. But anyways, so that's why I got this mask. So I really wanted to sleep like Sleeping Beauty, but it's not gonna happen. But it's $45. So let's talk about the ingredients a little bit. I want to talk about the first few ingredients, and this mask really did perform really well. The first ingredient is water. The second one is sodium hyaluronate, which is the salt form of hyaluronic acid. So if you heard me in the video saying hyaluronic acid, that's what it is. It's just the salt form of it. So yeah, if you heard me saying it, that's why. There's the liquid form and the salt form. Then there's glycerin, seaweed extract, watermelon fruit, and a lot of glycolic acid, lactic acid, pumpkin fruit extract, just really good extracts. I had an issue with a few things, and I'm gonna nitpick this mask a little bit. The first thing I had an issue with is there's a little bit of alcohol in it. If you have a sensitive nose, you will smell the alcohol, because I could smell the alcohol from it. And so yeah, and it does have fragrance in it. So it's not a clean beauty product, so I don't want to sit here and try to compare it to a clean beauty product. But I will say, if you're sensitive to fragrances, you know, you may want to stay clear of it. However, the watermelon is a nice fragrance to light. I mean, it's a really good fragrance. Now, I want to say this. The alcohol can be smelled. If you are not that sensitive to it, then you won't smell it. But I can smell it. Genuinely, I can literally smell the alcohol. And I was kind of put off by it when I first opened the container because of the alcohol. It was just potent to me, mixed with the fragrance oil. I mean, you could just smell it. Now that I got that out of the way of my nitpick. Oh, and one more nitpick before, you know, we get to should you buy it or shouldn't you buy it. I want to nitpick because you said I was supposed to get a spatula. I bought this at Sephora for $45. I didn't get no, ooh, it fell out. I got no spatula, no nothing. I paid $45. I want my spatula, so you get the stars I was gonna give you, you get a downgrade for not giving me my spatula in this box, and I didn't have time to take it back. You know, some people are picky about their spatulas. Don't tell me on the directions you gonna give me a spatula glow recipe and I don't get a spatula. Next time, I want my spatula, and a man, I didn't get it. With that being said, let's get on to should you buy this mask. Aside from the very strong alcohol fragrance, and it does have alcohol in it, which is shocking that it was very moisturizing to the skin to have alcohol in it. So if you are a person who is staying clear of all skincare products with alcohol, you may want to stay clear of this one. But I really think you should try this product. It is a really wonderful, great sleeping mask. The price point. If you buy hyaluronic acid, depending on the name, I would say the price point is actually, for even the other ingredients, it's actually pretty cheap. I have a big head and 2 ounces, and I'm still not even halfway done with the product yet. Like, literally, I am not halfway done with this product yet. And I got 2 ounces. I got the big jar. They give you glass. Glass is a little more expensive normally. And it's $45. And everyone knows when you're dealing with skincare products, if you're putting glass and not plastic, which this is, it's going to cost you more. So I would say $45 is not a bad price point for this product. The amount you get, as well as it really works for the skin. I think if they put it in like a plastic bottle, they could have sold it for like $20 or like a little cheaper. But all in all, this product is going to last you. I'm going to say for us big head people, if you petite, this product will probably last you a year. But if you got a big head like me and a big neck like me, y'all know us big people. Shout out to the big people with the big heads and big necks out there. By our body structure. That's what we were born with. We can't change that genetically. But what I'm trying to say is, for that price point, this, if you have a big head and you have to use quarter size amounts, we can't use dime size. Big head people, we can't use dime size amounts. And I didn't get a spatula, so I had to use my hand. With that being said, with us using quarter size amounts, this will last you about, I would say, 3 to 6 months. They say use it 3 times a week. Remember, I had a little issues in the beginning, so I had to use it for 3 weeks just to give a good review on should you buy it. And I would say the 3 weeks I've used it, the last 2 weeks my skin loved it, and my skin felt really hydrated, and I could see myself using it again. And I'm happy I actually didn't purchase the sample and the smaller container of this, because when it was done, because I have a big head, I would have been sad that I wouldn't have any more to use it. And this is a wonderful alternative if you can't afford a facial. Some of us can't go get facials like for $100. So this is a great alternative to a facial. And if you don't like people, because I know it's a lot of us out there that don't want people touching our face and don't like people in our mouths. I mean, not in our mouths. Oh my. Don't like people just in our face touching us, and you know with the zapper and stuff. Some people just don't like that. Some people don't. This is a wonderful for a facial and a sleeping mask. It is very hydrating and it gets Shondera's stamp of approval. So you guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode of Skincare Spotlight. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you pick it up, let me know on my social media sites if you really did like the mask or if you didn't, if you had that issue where it was peeling. Like I said, hyaluronic acid, no matter what form, liquid or soft form, will do that to your skin if your skin is too dry. So you got to make sure your skin is just a little moist to do it. And like in the desert, once I get out the bathtub or the shower, I'm shriveled up like a prune. So I have to put the lotion on immediately after I get out the bathtub, and I have to put my mask and facial on. So if you're getting out of the shower and you like to do all that, put this on first and then put your lotions on your skin. That's what I'm trying to say. If you live in the desert, other than that, I don't want to change your shower routine. Okay, I'm just saying. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Skincare Spotlight with the Glow Recipe Hyaluronic Mask. Oh my God. I'm not gonna go there. What I wanted to say, oh my God, the only thing you can see is me. With that being said, you guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You tell Glow Recipe where's my spatula, because I should have got $5 off of this, maybe even $7, because I didn't get it. See, you couldn't even see it was backwards. I didn't even get a spatula. I'm mad I didn't get a spatula. I paid $45 for this. Sephora, you owe me some money. You owe me 10 points. I want 10 points for not getting a spatula. Okay, Sephora, I'm gonna give you a bad review. Anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you check out SavvyNaturalista.com for all your skincare needs, Miracle Glow Oil, as well as Larimar Elixir. And I'll see you in our next episode of Skincare Spotlight. Bye!